Hey guys, it's Miss Garavelli. I am here to talk to you a little bit about how to compose your conclusion paragraph. So your conclusion paragraph is the very last paragraph in your essay. I am not sure which classes I went over this with today, but this is for everybody because you're either going to come to school tomorrow with all of your paragraphs written, including your conclusion, or we're going to be writing our conclusion tomorrow in class. I know for sure that my first period, sixth period, seventh period are writing their conclusion paragraphs. And then I want to say my fourth period, I think that you are beginning it. And I think third, you're writing your conclusion. And then fifth, I think we are writing our conclusion tomorrow in class. So just hopefully you remember what you were supposed to do. So whatever we went over today, that is what you are coming to school with tomorrow. But this is how to write your conclusion paragraph. So, looking at my screen, this is the paragraph where you're ending your entire essay. So you really want to circle back to what your point of your essay is, which in this case, it is why veterans are special. And you really want to think about the question, so what? Like, why does someone need to know this information? What are they supposed to do with it? So the so what is not because my teacher made me, because Veterans Day is next week. Needs to be more than that. So you need to think about, like, what is your call to action? What do you want your reader to do after they read this information? Now, the very first sentence is going to be your topic sentence, and it is just going to be you restating your thesis. And remember, your thesis is the last sentence of your first paragraph. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your outline, and you're going to scroll down until you see paragraph 5, conclusion. So this is just like a definition of what a conclusion paragraph is. So underneath that, I want you to press return a couple times and type the words topic sentence and then underline and bold it. Then I want you to go back to your first paragraph and find your thesis, which is the last sentence of your intro, and copy it and paste it down here so that you don't have to keep scrolling back and forth. So I just copied and pasted mine right here. Now I want you to think about what it is that you said in your thesis. And underneath topic sentence, all you're going to do is restate your thesis. So that means you're still going to say the same points, you're just going to say it in a different way. So my original thesis says, veterans are special for many reasons. They make many sacrifices, they are heroic, and they fight for our freedom. So my topic sentence for my conclusion is me restating that. So I said, veterans make numerous sacrifices, they are heroes, and they fight for our country to be free. These are just 3 of the many reasons why they are special. So that is my restatement of my thesis, and I just made it into 2 sentences. It's the same point, but I just said it in a different way. So you're going to do that first. Then, after you do that, you're going to press return a couple times and write supporting sentences, bold it, underline it, put a colon. Okay, this should be, in my opinion, kind of the easiest part of your whole essay because this is just where you are going to tell your reader what you want them to do next, like what they should do. Now remember, when I say you're telling them to do something, you're not like being mean and forcing them to do something. You're just asking for maybe their consideration in something, to think about something in a different way, just things that they can actually do. And I told my 7th period class this today, like, you don't need to be telling somebody to do something that you wouldn't even consider doing. So really think about that when you're writing your supporting sentences. So the first thing I would probably think about is, okay, what can they do? So because if I look at this right here, call to action, what should the reader do now? So if it's about veterans and why they're special, what can we do with that information? Well, you could maybe approach it like you want them to start showing more compassion toward veterans, like really trying to think about what all they've been through and how we should show them more respect. Maybe you want your reader to volunteer at a veteran nursing home or a veteran hospital. Maybe you want to encourage them to write letters to people that are in a veteran nursing home or hospital. Maybe they could donate to those different places. Maybe you could just encourage them to go out and if they have a family member or know someone in the community that's a veteran, like encourage them to really talk to that person because I feel like a lot of those men and women just want to talk to you, younger people, and tell you their story. So just going out and trying to talk to them about what they've been through could be something that could make their day and make your day better because they have some amazing stories. So I put this down here, some different bullet points. Maybe you want them to have more compassion, show more respect, make donations, learn about the wars that they fought in, write letters, and then different ways you can word it. You can say, I encourage you to do this. I ask that you do this. And then you're going to have your supporting sentences. So I wrote, veterans do not get enough respect and recognition for all that they have sacrificed and been through. We need to do a better job of honoring them, not just on Veterans Day. We can try to imagine what it was like for them, but there is no way that we can ever put ourselves in the shoes of someone that endured such blank. And if you're my other class, my 6th period, I couldn't decide what word to choose because I had some great options that endured such hardships. I hope that reading this essay, you have a better understanding of the sacrifices that veterans have made. I hope that this encourages you to consider donating to your local veterans hospital or nursing home. And then my conclusion sentence, so underneath that you can type conclusion sentence. I just put, veterans deserve our respect after all that they have done for us. Now, I don't feel completely 100% great about what I wrote, so I'm probably going to go back and make some changes, but this is just like my rough draft, my beginning. So later on tonight, when I go back and look at it again after I've had a minute to step away from this paper, because that is all I've done today, then I'm going to see if I like what I wrote or if I want to write something different. So after you feel good about what you have, you're just going to select all of it and you are going to put it in your MLA document. So I'm going to put mine underneath my third body paragraph and make sure also that your page numbers are changing every time. So remember, it's a writing process for a reason. So do not get frustrated because you cannot think of something right away. If you were in my 6th period class, it literally took me half of the class period to just come up with my third body paragraph, and I'm not even finished with it yet. I don't feel great about it. So it's a process for everybody, not just students, but teachers as well. So take a minute to think about it and write down whatever you feel like you want to write, and then come back to it later and see if there's anything that you want to change. So tomorrow you're not turning anything in. You're just going to have this on your document, and we will go over it together in class. I cannot wait to read it.